G'day everyone. Barkarati is now brought to you by Disruptor Marine Marketing, using AI to help your marine business grow. And our friends at Radix Nutrition, the most technically comprehensive nutrition products ever to exist. Unlock your potential with Radix. G'day listeners, welcome to the 7th race Sked for Barkarati the Sailing Podcast, live Sydney to Hobart update. Excited, aren't you, BP?
Well, I just love sailing. I mean, it's just, it's one of those, it's outdone the cricket, and I'm so happy.
Well,
but it's non-stop. It's all the way to the end.
Yep, it's me, Jordan Spencer, talking to you with my good mate, Mr. Brett Perry, BP, and my new best mate, Sam Hunt. How you going, boys?
Good afternoon. I'm going well. Yeah.
Thanks, you had a nice long lunch.
He's so polite, isn't he? Good afternoon. Good morning.
I'm jolly well. Boys, let's just pre-position this discussion. Mr. Nick Bice, he thinks he's sober. He is not. He's trying to get on a plane as we speak.
Trying to get on a plane.
Yeah. He may or may not join. He said it was heinous, absolutely heinous out there, except for 1 or 2 hours down the Tasmanian coast. And then they come around the corner and then it was just glass. It was crazy. So he, for his agenda, he is jumping on a plane and then he will fly to Adelaide, where one Mr. Caelan Howard is going to pick him up. They're going to drive halfway to Lincoln tonight and then wake up in the morning, drive the other half of the way, and then rig up the Sharpie, which I have done one training session, and sail the first heat of the Nationals, as far as I'm aware. So,
not bad, eh? Not bad. I mean, good. We're going to talk about the results, well, the provisional / expected results in a minute. But it's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal what's going on, and obviously, if Dicey does manage to join us and give us a little bit of an overview, that will give the listeners a bit of a true insight as to what it was really like out there, and still what it is like. I mean, we've still got nearly 3/4 of 7/8 of the fleet still out there. This is the crazy thing.
Since we last spoke at 11 a.m., there's only been 3 finishes.
Wow.
We would have expected to see a few more. We've had No Limit, Goatsy. We've had Callisto got parked up, and they were looking good, but wow, they certainly fell back.
Well, I think
Aragon, guys.
I think we slammed them this morning. I think we just said, look, I mean,
I didn't. I said it was a guaranteed win for them. I have to take that.
Well, that was it. That's what it was. You see, we're all
it was all a joke.
Positivity here, and we give the reverse curse, and there was a reverse curse on board, of course, with Rebecca Coles.
Yeah.
Who was it was her first Hobart, and what an effort I got to say by the team. Even though it doesn't look like it's going to come to fruition, but fantastically sailed 52. Sammy, I mean, you're talking about a 52.
What a crew, and they're leading their division. I think they've probably got that wrapped up with Sticky, Highly Sprung, Smuggler, Frantic, and Hanger Road, Hollywood Boulevard, making up the other 5 places. But yeah, Callisto, they've won the division. So what more can they do? They've done their best.
Let's salute them. Let's salute them for that. I mean, it was cruel.
Oh, it must be.
Look, the race is cruel. Let's be honest, boys. The race is cruel. And if you look at positioning and miles to go, and how it's all looking, with 40 miles to go, with 6 hours to race, you think, oh yeah, this is going to look good.
Yeah, no,
but the shards.
Yeah.
Shards of wind. They didn't get enough of them.
Yeah.
No.
It's amazing. When you were looking at it this morning, I thought there was a real chance because it looked like it could fill in pretty quickly, but it just didn't. And they I kept watching, and they're doing so little speed. So yeah, shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
Well, they kept just moving, and then they get hit, and then they get moving, and then they get hit.
Yeah.
Now, in saying that, it's looking highly like I am being dethroned, not by anyone. I think no one has really officially selected the winner of this race, and I don't think we still can. That's still too much to play.
Yeah. Yeah, which is good. That from an interest perspective, from enjoying the race and getting all fired up and keep checking the tracker, like it's great, because it's the winner of the race. That's what we're interested in. And the weather,
which we will like to talk about, because we still have. I mean, there's races inside of races with this race, and Sam, you'll agree. You always, when you're out there, you're and Jordan, when you're in any race, it's races inside of races. What do I need to do? Well, I need to get to that next tack, or I need to get to that next jibe, or I need to get to that next mark. With this race, it's the same. It's just over a longer period, and that's what it is at the moment.
Yeah,
absolutely. Those boats. I think the leading boats are Division 6 at the moment. So there's a lot of them quite tightly clustered, I guess, if you wanted to run through them at the moment as the standings.
So we're recording what says like we're nearly 3 hours, 3 days and 5 hours of time has passed. And so we can talk relative to that. So let's call it 3 days, 5 hours, 15 minutes, right? So we're at 3 days, 5 hours. And then we can talk relative to that in terms of where things are set. Crux is currently in the lead and has got a day and 10 hours to get to the finish with 195 miles to go. So they've got to be there at 4 days, 15 hours.
A day and 10 hours.
Yep. And they're an SNS 34. So
4:20 a.m. on the 31st of December.
Yep. Yeah. So they'll miss the fireworks. Or they'll be sitting in the river watching them. SNS 34, so downwind conditions at the moment should still be, reaching downwind. So, let's face it, an SNS 34 going downwind, the back wants to be at the front just as much as the front wants to be at the back. So,
they're only just out doing what the computer says is their the time that they need to. They're only a few. I think Crux will struggle to be up in the leaderboard.
Yeah, I agree.
When they finish.
I think I better quickly apologise to Jess Watson, because we know and love Jess very well. Have a lot of time for her, and she loves her SNS 34. So apologies there, Jess. I was just playing.
I think what we need to do here, what we do need to do, is just give out a massive applaud to all. Obviously the whole fleet, right? Number one, but the double-handeds. They've really shone here. I mean, they're in the double-handeds basically take up the best part of the top 10. Now, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to safely say that they're not going to feature in the final results because Sammy and Jordan, we've been looking at the weather. There is a bit of unsettled weather and a front moving forward in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and that is going to affect their position drastically. So what we're looking at here is it's kind of like a false positive, right?
Well, I think what you're saying is you need something in the sort of low 40, like a back to black sort of size boat.
Well, I mean, we're looking at the people in this sort of zone here, and we did say that they were a potential. But Bacchanal right now, is looking like the one.
Yeah,
we do have a couple we do have a reverse curse on board, so it's not a bad thing for our point of view.
You're saying that BP, this front unsettled weather, front transition, whatever you like to call it, is between 8 and 10 a.m. at Tasman Island. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, that's what I'm looking at. But I'm looking at Bacchanal getting in. They've got to be in by 9:38 tomorrow. 9:38 tomorrow morning.
Yep.
They've got 106 miles to go. They're currently sitting on 10 knots. So let's say they do another 40 or 50 miles tonight, or 60 miles. They get to Tasman. The hardest part about this situation is when the front hits in relation to the unsettled weather, in relation to the old northerly. Looking at those numbers, they're going to get to Tasman as there is either unsettled weather or a change to the south, the west-south, which means they're going to be reaching on port tack, coming up into the finish line, which means they'll have pressure up the Derwent. So if they can jag this, and they're perfectly situated to do it, come down with a northerly, hit the corner, and come up with a southerly.
Mm.
Well, that's what
Bob's
we
your
said
uncle.
in one of the updates previously. There'll be one boat. If you can time that.
Well, I'm putting it on it. I don't want to say that, and I'm not putting the curse on them. I think that they are the boat that are perfectly positioned for this to do it to.
Yeah, right.
Even Midnight Ramblers, even in there.
Mm.
Big call. They're that's the Midnight Ramblers another 50 miles back on the race course, but so they'll be rounding a little bit later around Tasman.
But I think Bashnell's looking, if they can do. So what time is it now? As of recording, it's let's say 6:20, so, whatever day it is. I never know. I've lost track of days. But if they could do another 60, 70 miles tonight, overnight, which looks like they're going to do, they're going to be around the corner, and they're going to get some unsettled stuff. Maybe that might be the bit of a problem. They're going to have some sort of nothingness.
Trend.
But then they're definitely going to get some southwesterlies.
Yeah. Well, and I think, well, like we keep on saying it every time we go on this podcast, it's like we'll know next time. We'll know next time. Well, we never know. At some stage, the fat lady's going to see.
That's the beauty of this race.
See.
That's why this race keeps on giving.
So you've got Bacchanal. I don't know. What about MRV? They've got 45 miles to go. They're leading. It looks like they're leading Division 2. The MRV, Margaret Rintoul 5.
Yeah. Will it shut down?
They got to sail through the night. They looks like it's saying that they're going to finish about 10:30 p.m.
Well, they've got to get in at before 1:35 a.m. to position themselves. Yes, absolutely, looking strong. My only concern is when they arrive to. At the moment, with this speed, it's saying they're going to get in. At that 10 o'clock time. But if they're anywhere near Iron Pot at sundown, we know what can happen. So it's that's a touchy one.
Yeah, so BP's going for, if you're finishing at night, you can sort of you're not really in with the shot, and then if you're finishing later than that sort of 8 p.m. or let's call it, if you're not around the corner by 8 p.m.
Yeah,
you're not going to have much fun. So I don't know. It's interesting. There's a few. I mean, I've been watching this BNC the whole time. I think they're going to be. I know you've considered it BP, and they're probably.
Who's that?
BNC. The
Leon.
Leon. Yeah, banker.
Well, they're 130 miles to go. They've got to finish by 4:30. Tomorrow. Look, mate, anything could happen. We know that. But my major concern looking at the weather is that front.
Yeah.
And what happens.
So
if any of those guys get caught on the eastern side of Tasman Island, it's going to be hard work.
So Leon, just to paint the picture, is doing 12 knots. And the computer says they're going to do 7 knots and they're going to finish at 9:30 a.m. So
big win.
That gives them a that's a 7-hour window to that's a 7 hours to play with for them to beat Celestial.
Good call. Good call.
Is that a possibility? But they got to sail through the night. They got to go around Storm Bay at night. In the night. Maybe that's a bad thing. Don't know.
Because you got to remember, there's 10 miles or so that are basically east-west across the bottom.
Yes.
That is brutal. If there is any sign of a front, it's brutal.
Yeah. But they should be going around there before then.
Yeah.
But
well, we'll see.
Yeah,
130 miles. If they're doing, like you say, let's have a look. So they're doing 12 knots. So they're still the best part of 80 miles from the corner. So they're 8 hours from the corner. Let's say.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, for a
2 a.m. That puts them out at 2 a.m.
For a JPK 1080 to be sort of doing averaging above 10 knots, that's pretty good. So, they might be doing 12 knots. They might see a couple of 15s and 16s, but on average 10 knots. They've got to get there. They're a good solid 6 to 7 hours from the corner.
Yeah.
So,
well, they're going well. They're a potential. they're a potential. They've been going well the whole one. The other one that sort of is going quite well and has sailed well, maybe the Min River, but I haven't put much thought into them, to be honest. They're even further to go. So,
Is who? Sorry,
Min River.
Min River had a cracking race, and congratulations to them straight up. I mean, look, let's be honest. I mean, all of the double-handed boats. I mean, they've put up with some pretty serious shit, and they've gotten through. So there's only been a couple of retirements, but I mean, there's another one there that is interesting. Love and War are hanging in there
again. Love and War hanging in there.
Now,
Absolutely.
if that front does play a major part, they don't give a stuff about going to windward in 30 knots.
They'll still do 6 or 8 knots, no problem.
Well, they need to finish by
they
this
won't
time.
Slow down.
They've basically got to finish by this time tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, well, so this time tomorrow, what did I say? 6 knots from here is 144 miles. They've got 151 to go.
The old 144 miles.
They're currently doing 8.6 knots, so that gives them some money in the bank.
Mm. Oh, it's
It's
chess
riveting.
It's chess piece being moved all over. Chess piece after chess piece.
Oh. Just that Derwent River has just caused troubles this year, especially today. For me, I don't know. I feel like I would have expected a little more breeze in there.
Yeah, me too.
I would have. Well, I mean, I was looking at it and I was surprised that Callisto got it as bad as they got it. We sort of said, there was elements of there's going to be ups and downs, but they really struggled. Or, I mean, they still haven't finished, have they? Well, they just finished.
No, they finished. Yeah,
they finished. But they got absolutely reamed up that entire leg.
Yeah, I mean, if it does, it's that's a really tough one. They'll just have to come back next year. I mean, when you think about, let's look at Matt Allen, who's won line honours this year with his co-skipper, but a few years back, before he won his 3 titles, he'd done 15 or 17 years with really good boats, always really good boats, good crews, and then he never won the thing. So to come here and expect to win in one, it's a hard task.
Sam, is that what you're saying? I'm 4 away from actually having a win. I mean, I've done 13, so I've got 4 to go.
There's no magic number, I don't think, my friend.
It sounds like, in all honesty, if you want to win the Hobart with these sorts of conditions, you probably should.
You've got to go in it for a start.
You should probably do my my coaching camp on sailing fast in light winds. The super coaches sailing fast in light winds. All the secrets you need.
How much does that cost?
Oh, it's a lot.
I haven't heard him being a sponsor on this thing that you're putting your services out for. This is new.
Hey, Sam, I haven't heard about it either. But that's how I usually hear about business deals on bar karate. Trust me.
Light airs is important, for sure.
Light airs is important. But, all right, so shall we give it a summary? Because, I mean, there's not much really more to talk about other than if we look down to where, obviously, Celestial's still leading in the clubhouse, right?
Yep.
Indeed.
They've dropped down to 35th position. They rose up to 19th at one stage, and now they've dropped down to 35th. Now it's starting to get hard. It's starting to get hard now.
Yeah.
To come up from there is pretty good. One thing I do want to say is the Navy. Navy One. Navy One. Now, where's the Army? Just out of that.
Oh, the big battle. We focused on that a lot in previous years, haven't we?
We always focus on this. The Army beat the Navy out of the heads.
Right. Is there an Army boat in this race?
Yeah. There is. It's massive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Navy in 39th. I don't know what they're called.
In fact, I think the Army.
We should be all over this.
No.
I jumped on a boat once to help them out, and I think that's the boat they sold. The owners of that boat sold it to the Army. I reckon it's the boat the Army are using. I think it's like a Beneteau 40.7 or something.
Okay.
But anyway,
we may have to come back to that one. Navy One is in 66 on line honours, and they got 160 miles to go as of this recording, I guess.
So I guess what we're saying here is we're keeping an eye on Bachanal.
Yep.
6 miles to go, doing 10 knots. If they can smash out, 40, 50, 60 miles before or tonight and get to the corner, they're going to be at least in a position where they can sort of receive this this new breeze on a better angle. Anyone coming down the Tasman coast,
yeah,
struggle
big time, Leon. Yeah, I'm still in Leon.
Oh, Leon, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still.
All right, so we're into the JPK 1180 and the
1080. Is it?
They're both JPKs, BP.
What? Nah, it's getting a bit too much.
I'm not going
to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up, but I have had plenty of questions. Where would the X2 be? Well, I mean, obviously you need to be in it. But I'm not going to make any. I'm not going to say anything. But my God,
yeah.
He's trying to say so.
Yeah.
Well,
it's brutal. It's brutal.
The other summary I think we can make is that Nick Bice won't make the call.
Have we had any more intel from anybody on the ground? I haven't had much.
No, I haven't.
Resting, sleeping after their efforts.
Maybe they're all sort of hanging out underneath the bronze statue of BP in the park.
Yeah, BP yeah. Park. Oh, I love
it. Only from Law Connect that Silas is also on his way home, probably on the same flight.
I can confirm that. I heard him in the background whilst chatting to Bice, so I heard Silas chatting away.
Yeah, and Dylan saying, well, we didn't know how we were going to repair that mainsail, but that's pretty funny that you got a photo. I got a screenshot of them trying to repair the mainsail.
Yeah.
And, he's like, we didn't know how we were going to do it. So then Nico just made the call, hoisted up, no worries.
No worries. Yeah, what else can you do? Exactly.
Well, you can't do anything.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I had a guy at the club say, why don't they carry a spare? I said, why don't you carry one?
Hey, we used to carry spare mainsails back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. The old 3DIs. Remember those old 3DI things used to roll up?
Yeah.
Well, they were no good. The
3DLs.
3DLs, they were no good. Or the Doyles. No. Let's not mention any more names.
Yep. Cool. All right,
lads. Well,
we'll come back in 24 hours, yeah?
We're keeping an eye on Bashanel. We're keeping an eye on Love and War. We're keeping an eye on Leon.
All right.
No worries.
Cool. Good luck to everyone. And, we'll chat tomorrow.
Cool.
Bicey, if you're listening, have a nice sleep on the way home.
God, can you imagine being the hosties on the plane having to smell? No, they must be nice.
How many times have we been there where we get on the plane after finishing a race and doing a solid 12-hour session? Yeah, we think we're funny.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Right, boys.
Righto, lads. Have a great night.